What's going on, guys? We are back with WERA at Barber Motorsports Park. Now, this is the second race I did on Saturday. It is the C Superbike Race. This was a race where we were able to qualify based on lap times. Now, they only allow qualifying in the Expert A Superbike and the Expert C Superbike races, and the way it works is the second practice session in the morning determines your grid position. Basically, wherever you're ranked in that practice session based on your best lap time is where you will be gridded up. In this case, I was able to qualify on pole with a lap time of 1:31.9. So I'm happy with that, but with that being said, let's go ahead and grid up. All right, we're basically gridded up now, and I'm just waiting for the countdown. So right now, we're gonna get ready to focus on turn one. I'm on the inside, thanks to the qualifying. Hopefully I get a good start and don't fall back too much. All right, right away I'm pushed to third, but I'm gonna try to make up some time on lap one. I see Mark running wide there a little bit, so I'm just able to kind of push him wide there and make my way through here. I get pretty hungry at turn 5, so I'm trying to make that leap, dive deep on Riston and try to make that work, but obviously I ran wide there and he was able to come back through, so just gonna hang tight here, and luckily Mark wasn't able to get me there on that mistake I made. Just from watching in practice, I know I have a little more pace on Riston in these two corners, so I'm able to come out of this corner right here a little bit faster so I can line him up for this upcoming turn. And I was able to break deeper and make it stick. But you can't take anything away from Riston. He's a solid competitor, and he's got a lot of dirt experience from racing in dirt for the last 10-12 years. So this is actually his first time racing at Barber Motorsports. It's incredible how fast he's gotten just from one or two track days here. You can't take anything away from him, and I'm looking forward to his growth in the next couple of years because he's going to be super, super solid, young and hungry kid. So at this point, I've been leading the race for almost a lap. Just trying to check out here because even though I qualified in first, and of course, qualifying in first gives you the sense of confidence going into the race, but at the same time, you can't let that get to your head because some of those guys that qualified might not have been on optimal tires. They might have been on some used takeoffs. And so you can't just think you're just gonna lead the race and coast. So I am trying to, as they say in MotoGP, put the hammer down at this point. I'm trying to check out. So we're just slowly adding pace to each lap rather. And since I don't have anyone to chase at this point, I'm just focusing on the fundamentals: the break point, tip in point, apex, exit point. Break point, tip in point, apex, and then apex again here. Missed that apex, but now we're just exiting. So I'm just working on these fine points. It's like connecting the dots. If you ever played, connect the dots as a child, once you connect those dots, it starts drawing out the picture. But here, I mean, to get the optimal line, you literally have to start connecting dots to get out of here. So here we go. I'm taking a look back to see if they're close. He's kind of close. He's actually about 4 or 5 bike lengths behind me. Very close. If I make one mistake, he can catch me. So I'm just trying to keep it together here. So at this point, I didn't know I had that compression piston band issue that had fallen off the fork tube. But we figured that out Sunday morning, and this is the second race on Saturday, so I didn't know. And with riding and racing, there's a certain level of confidence that you get from a properly tuned bike, and I wouldn't say I had the fullest confidence in this race. So even though I didn't have that confidence, most good riders, and I like to consider myself a good rider, so most good riders can adapt to any situation. So I'm trying to just adapt and trying to make the lines work, trying to make the tip-in points work, and make sure I can hit that apex accurately. Even if I have to slow down a tad or just make up in the brakes somewhere, I'm just trying to manage and make it happen. Finally, I felt like I hit that corner, those set of corners right. The exit felt good here. If you guys saw that museum rumble strip that they extended wide to the left, you cannot run over that because they have like these ridges in them and they will throw your bike off. It will like lift your rear end and feel like you're just gonna crash. You cannot go all the way wide, at least in my opinion. And I've seen another buddy of mine that almost sent it over those curbs. Hit a 130.6 there, and leading the race. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that because as racers we're always trying to get in the zone. If you can get in the zone, it almost feels effortless when you're going from corner to corner. It just feels like you're just floating, almost like dreaming this. It just feels effortless. I can't even explain it properly with words, but if you ever do this, you kind of know what I'm talking about. You get in this zone and everything feels effortless. The shifts, the braking, the corners, everything just starts coming to you, and it's an amazing feeling. I'm also very happy with my fitness level. I've put in a lot of work in the off season leading up to this, a lot of effort that I didn't used to put in before. And I realized that, we put in so much money and so much time into racing that if you're not coming in shape, you're doing yourself a disservice. I mean, come on, if you're not at your best potential fitness-wise, then how can you execute properly on a bike? So I've been lifting weights, I've been doing a lot of cardio, a lot of oblique training because there's a lot of side-to-side movement, so a lot of work on the obliques. Grip training and neck training. You want to have a stable neck if you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, especially in the event of a crash. So, and of course, grip strength. That way, you know, I don't feel it in my shoulders. I'm feeling it in my arms and where I should be. And with grip training, I think it reduces arm pump, which I haven't seen all season. So it's been paying off. I'm really happy with it. All right, guys, you know, as you can see, I'm getting faster at the end of the races, so I'm happy with the fitness. It's paying off, but hope you guys enjoyed the races, and looking forward to more racing in the near future. And if you guys enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up and a comment, and maybe subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm putting out more content like this, guys. So stay tuned.